following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Anyway, Nevada degenerates, they're not even 18. The degenerates in question had a room at the Grand Hotel Arkham because, of course, it is only a matter of time before the Nevada group investigate. Naturally, they cannot break in, commit that kind of crime, but I am betting they will break the law without even thinking about it. Bastards.
What? Well, that's it. I'm going to get a politer rival.
It gets worse.
She's the woman who was caught running out of the house she broke into just minutes ago.
You don't know she doesn't have a legal allowance to do that.
She would have.
Never even occurred to you guys to get any kind of subpoena for anything, like spying on other teams.
No, it didn't. I was right. Bastards. They break right in and rifled the place. The listening device I planted in the lamp picked up everything. But wouldn't she have had to wouldn't they've had to break into the room to...
Not if the room was open. I find it entirely likely that she would have just snuck in behind a cleaning lady or something.
Yeah. Which, again, is still breaking in.
I mean, you can ask her when we meet up again.
She won't talk to me, but anyway.
That's probably right.
They brought listening devices. Well, we didn't bring any technology because...
Speak for yourself. I bought plenty.
What?
Welcome.
They didn't lock the door either, so when it swung open, well, as good residents, we should have... Hold on. Okay, I'll start this part again. Just see if you can track this one for me. They broke right in and rifled the place. The listening device I planted in the lamp picked up everything. They didn't lock the door either, so when it swung open, well, as good residents, we should investigate. But they'd already broken in or gone in.
Unless they meant the lamp that we were carrying.
What lamp we were carrying?
We had a lamp.
Who's got the lamp now?
I left it back there. It's not our lamp, it's the hotel's lamp.
So she bugged the lamp. Actually, now with that, we're going to have to check it.
Yeah, I just realised it's just making more work for us.
Yeah.
But I suppose she'll be glad at that, so...
And the question is, what else has she bugged?
I don't know.
Derek. Bug Derek.
She's been in the hotel, so maybe we should sweep our room.
I sent Invisible Girl in. She was reluctant but gave in to my rationale. Is my desire to beat Nevada corrupting my morals? I admit the rationale was weak, borderline. I must not let those brats debase me. The tunnels, they are obsessed with them. And powers do not work within. The black one is reliable for honest field investigation. Dangerous. I can't risk my fellows. I will go alone. They won't miss me should I die. I will not tell Shimmer of this. Yeah, okay, I don't like her, but I really wouldn't like to see her dead.
Okay, nothing we can do about it.
River Street is too long. Where is River? We're on River Street. Wilberforce sent a note telling us that Hangman Hill revealed more evidence confirming Ismouth as the next step, but we can't get a bus for another 2 days. Actually, we might want to book a seat on that bus beforehand.
I'll make a note of it.
Thank you. Evidence. Why is there so much evidence pointing us on? It isn't us. It isn't pointing. They were an insurance policy. The they just found another cache. A detective investigating a long-dead detective's case. This is getting ridiculous. Plodding procedural investigation. The journal is sodden and ruined, but the photographs seem to back that up. The new detective believes that Bradford is behind all this. Anna Bradford question. Anna Bradford, I knew it. W.H.
Looks like she might have been writing that out as
Yeah.
being interrupted her.
Writing on the back of each photo.
Yep. Amos Bradford. Mark Abbott Bolton. Unknown Bradford.
What a weird name.
Angela Bolton. Wilson Ward. Okay. It's interesting. Well, there's the skull.
Oh, good.
And it's like they're posing for the photos too.
Well, how else would you take a photograph of someone without miniature spy equipment?
All right, everybody. Clutch together.
Everyone say Dagon!
Well,
Dagon!
they knew we were coming. They wear hoods around outsiders. Jericho.
I thought we weren't allowed to say that or you squicked out.
Not yet. Unless Invisible Girl's here. Which is a possibility.
That would mean they'd have given up their deal.
Possibly. The house at the hill of the ruins. Caught in the act. His body. And it looks like they've come for them.
Yeah, it's your
What?
distant cousin, Body Bradford. I'll see myself out.
Federal agents on the streets of Arkham. Mastered in the sanitarium. Oh,
So that's probably the federal team that disappeared before us.
that's actually rather horrific.
Oh, thanks for that.
Oh, okay, that is understandable.
It is?
It's Ward.
I'd say each belongs in a ward. Who does
No,
that?
the one that gouged his own eyes out.
Oh, right.
That,
Burt
I
Ward,
thought
yeah.
I thought it was horrific as someone had gouged his. He did it to himself. Oh, last photograph on reel.
Right.
I don't know. More. To whom it may concern, I am an exceptional investigation. I know something is wrong in Ishmouth. I can't explain it, but there is something wrong with those people. The police won't do anything. They say the people are just strange, but the fishy smell is never ending. Figurative or literal? We'll find out. The police chief has been replaced by someone new who seems to be on their side. Maybe you don't know about...
On the police's side, I would hope so.
No, I think it's on whoever the bad people, the strange people are.
The other people.
Yeah. Maybe you don't know about all that, but you should keep me informed about what's happening in Eastmouth. Holmes' mouth. I will check out the situation myself, and if you don't hear from me again, send someone to look for me. Well, that wouldn't go well. And this other one, different penmanship. I've collected much of Mark's case studies, and I can, but my collection is sadly lacking and complete. I fear, be unable to reopen the case of Anna Bradford. I grow desperate. The dark pall which hangs over our family. No, not that not that at all. A dark fume which comes from our family, or indeed it does seem that such is the case. Why for is it that for all I can see we universally live so briefly with a singular expression? Why indeed are we so reviled?
Ah, yeah, that was the cover letter on the folder.
And yet, to continue on here, how many times did I try to leave only to find myself returning to this country? Is it familiar curiosity which causes us to pry into things best left buried? I've seen, and I can now not close my eyes. To blink, I see it again. If only I had time, if only I had found more. And then it's gibberish. Is this similar to the gibberish that was in the other note?
Yeah.
This... I can't read the last part.
Not going to give yours up? Not going to allow yours down?
I don't know.
Oh yes, that is indeed Rallian for a Rickroll. Gotcha.
Got him.
Nice.
This didn't read it. Not that I could, but...
Oh no, you can go plug that into a translator. It'll come out.
Well, what else have you found? Anything else?
Well, I'm no stranger to love. I know that you know the rules, and so do I. No? Nothing?
No.
Okay. Right.
That was all written on this piece of paper.
I just gave you what I found. Everything else here is only of minor academic. There's a bunch of completed case logs, missing persons, adultery, that sort of thing. Looks like this room is some sort of archive or collection.
So who is this house owner anyway? Do we have any clue on that?
That detective
That guy?
compiling room?
Is he standing there, is he?
No,
No.
he's lying on the floor. You checked on
But I
him.
don't know his name. I don't know
No,
who it
neither
is.
do I.
Wallet.
Is he...
More crimes.
No, we'll steal the wallet.
Cash.
Do we want to check anywhere else in the house?
It's up to you.
I think
It's your
I
investigation.
think we should, because if
I don't think we're going to find another secret room, though.
Don't commit too many more crimes, or Claire will be incensed.
the window must have been open for her to be able to come in and have a look around.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I don't think that's how that works.
what do you mean?
Just because someone leaves a door open or a window open is not tacit permission to enter a premises.
But that's not what Claire's saying. She's trying to justify all her acts as being
Well, we
above
could spend
board.
all of our time recriminating against other people, or we could actually do the job we're here to do and solve this case.
I want to solve the case.
Right then, let's get on with it.
But do we think...
I'll check out the bedroom upstairs, you check out the kitchen and the basement.
Okay.
I'm not going into the creepy basement alone.
At least I've got lights I can check.
Yes, you have light. That's why I said that. I'm going upstairs.
Okay. Be
Now remember, you're going to check out the kitchen, so you've got to come with a big submarine sandwich that's not this big.
It's tradition.
Yes.
I haven't seen those cartoons.
Well, given that you're in New England, wouldn't it be a hero?
The hero.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call them, a gyro.
A gyro sandwich.
Right, so then Derek. The dog cart pulls up next to the hill.
Here's Hangman's Hill.
Cheers.
You can't miss it. It's the hill with the gallows at the top.
It certainly is foreboding. You're all right to stay here while I
Sure.
go about my
I
business?
don't mind getting paid to do nothing.
Well, seeing as my pal...
You're going up there alone.
Well, yeah.
Do you believe in Jesus?
I don't rightly know.
Well, you're gonna meet him.
That bad?
You just lean back and start loading shells into his shotgun.
Right. It won't be too long, I hope.
22. 23.
I will leave my shovel in the dog cart because since leaving the store powers it back, and it would be sus to garbage. And I will make my way up to
Hey,
him.
pal. Your weapons. You won't need them.
What do you mean?
I'm saying you won't need them.
Should still have them on me, you know?
Your choice.
Not going
But
up
I'm
there.
not the one with the death wish.
Brendan doesn't get it. It's
No.
fine. This is all brand new character stuff for him.
I'll make my way up the hill.
This is an original voice that's for nothing.
Now I know you're lying.
No dice. It's from Bronson, Missouri.
What?
Hey, Mom, I want some ice cream. No dice. This ain't over.
So yes, up the hill.
So you start climbing the hill, laden with your weaponry.
Well, just with the one revolver, but
Alright.
hardly laden.
Alright. You climb up to the top of the hill and you stand there and you look around and you're like, wow, this is spoopy.
Spooky hill.
Hangman's Hill is covered with dying trees, clawing at the sky, trying to hang on to their last breath of life. There's an interpretation you could have, but they're just trees. They don't feel anything. Each step squelching into the mud as you ascend the hill.
I'll
It
take
takes you 7 minutes to climb to the summit
Jeebus.
because it's so sticky and muddy.
Once I get most of the way up, I'll just take a quick moment to turn and look back over the town I can see and see how bad the flooding's getting.
The dark clouds make it difficult to see that far.
Right, because the dark hole that lives over that part of town, yeah. That makes sense.
Wrong part of town.
Oh, different place. I'll turn and climb the last of the hill.
Here you are. A gallows stands at the top of the hill, rotted wood, sodden and soaked, useless now. Old iron bolts, rusted away, unmaintained. Not even a rope hanging off it anymore.
Not even
A Carl Anderson is nearby,
what?
because there's a great big gallows.
Oh, right. Great big look.
A small number of, like, little tombstones or monotaphs stand around. Some are reasonably big. They're in no particular order.
Sort of randomly laid out.
The burnt remains of a shed sit just down in a little divot.
Interesting.
Nearby the burnt remains of a shed are the burnt remains of a tree.
Huh.
Split in half with a lightning bolt.
Which might have been the shit on fire. Do there appear to be any people on the hill?
You've never felt so alone.
That's interesting.
A bitter wind blows through your clothing, chilling you to the bone.
I will pull my reins closer to me.
It offers no comfort.
I will remark on it's impressive that I feel more alone than I ever have now. I just came out of that store where I felt more alone than I ever had before that.
A squelching noise surrounds you as you move your feet in the mud.
And rain and mud and nothing else. Well, What the fuck? I'll start with the graves.
He wants money and thinks he should live in space.
Like all people should.
I'll just leave these here.
He left his treasure spoons in the thing.
I can make my own. Ghost spoon.
Mime. Ghost spoon. Mr. Spoon.
So I will.
Ghost spoon. Way of the Samu spoon.
Samu spoon.
Yeah, I deliberately chose the worst way to put that.
Yeah. I'll tour the various grave markers and bits and see if I can identify any names or markings on them of interest. Especially if any seem particularly bigger or like defaced in any way. Investigation?
Unless you have investigation, then I want pulchritude.
Oh, of course I have pulchritude.
You do not with hair like that.
I get a 25.
One of the bigger monotaphs, a large rectangular squared stone thing with a slightly mitered roof, looms, slightly mossy, weathered, heavily weathered. And it says James Bradford.
James Bradford.
And there's a row of little brass knobs down the front plate. 1, 2, 3, like that.
Ooh.
Little studs. Put in like a round globe.
Whatever, they are enticing me to see if they turn or pull out or something.
How are you going to try and pull them out, Mr. Mighty?
Derek, unable to contain his boyish impetuousness, reaches forward to grab hold of the stone nipples.
Give them a light twist.
Give it the twist. When the wind howls up to feverish pitch, driving rain into him, he is chilled even more, this time so much it requires a fortitude check.
That's my stat by a little bit. Ooh, and that's allowed by 1, too. 12.
Paid for it.
Nah. That's for when I'm getting attacked by an outboard motor.
Lightning cracks from overhead and strikes the ground near him.
I'll jump away.
Okay, give me a agility check.
It's not allowed. I wish it was. So I would get using agility. I would get to 5.
His feet slide out from under him, and he smashes onto his back. A rock, the one rock in that muddy patch, jams into his shoulder blades, dealing him a damage and damaging his rain slicker.
Not my rain slicker.
The thunder rumbles overhead as more lightning lights up the sky, and Derek perceives a face in the clouds, a horrifying visage. Fear claws at his heart.
So like an actual face in the clouds.
It's just shapes in the clouds, man.
Okay. Have the brush enough to pretend that's not real, because to accept that that is real is to accept a whole bunch of stuff I'm not willing to accept right now. I'm going to get up off of the muddy ground, glare spitefully at that pointy rock, kick it down the hill.
The rock moves exactly one bounce before it squelches in and doesn't bounce any further.
You should take it and use it as a weapon.
Now it's just fallen somewhere
Rain
else I can
falls
fall
into
on
the
it.
new hole running down your spine and into your pantular region.
Damn it. I'm glad no
The
one was going to
chills
see that.
trickling in.
Well, I'm going to turn my attention away from the graves for a time. And I'm going to go over to the gallows, the central.
Yeah, play the nipples.
I'll come back to that. I got spooked. The nipples spooked me out. And I had an idea that there's so many fucking detectives here hiding stuff. They will have a flair for the dramatic. So if they're hiding something, it's probably on that fucking gallows in the middle of the hill.
You approach the sodden gallows.
Yeah, the nipples.
A large structure looms over you, like a disapproving father. Water pours off it in sheets.
I'll assess whether it's safe to try and walk on, say, the steps that would lead up it.
Derek assesses its safety by walking up to it
I'll put
and onto the steps.
onto the first step and sort of test
The
it.
sodden step creaks and bows under his full weight, but it does not break, even though it is significantly more dipped than it was before.
I will carefully walk up.
The
rest
second step creaks ominously as the long, misused and malabused nails slowly peel out the edge before the step stops bowing. The third step makes a wet, giving sound as the timbers splinter under his boot.
Can't believe you were wrecking.
With an agility check,
Ooh. Rolls a 12, so 15 this time.
Derek leaps back off the gallows.
It was going to break.
Oh, it is giving way.
Maybe not. But maybe underneath? I regret being the one who got...
Lightning
No one
cracks
else with me.
overhead and the ground shakes. Everyone feels this earthquake.
the one from before.
No, there's a second.
Oh, a second one. I will investigate, not on the gallows then, but around the outside and underneath if it looks like I can crawl in under there.
Oh, you can. You can. You absolutely can, because
He's a bit
otherwise
quick
how
on
would
it.
you get the body out without being able to go
Yeah.
underneath it?
Ain't usually able to like nearly get the whole person down there, so
Mhm.
you couldn't see him.
Yep.
down.
Yep. It's a big structure, as well said. You absolutely can. Derek does these things with his check.
Yep.
His investigation
Looking
check.
for any signs of the detective's cachet. Ooh, that's a bit. 24.
Under the gallows, Derek finds a depression where, just under where the body would have dropped. The open trap above, now seized up and unable to close, lets light and rain down. In the back of the gallows, he sees a small half door. So small that only someone the size of Warwick Davis would be able to get through without
Who's Warwick Davis?
Willow.
Who?
Oh god.
Oh,
One of the Ewoks.
Oh. You see real bad all of a sudden.
You, me, dinner, watching Willow,
The only good one.
soon. Like, he's going away, so you're filling in.
Oh,
You're going to watch Willow.
I'm just a replacement.
Yes, we're going to watch Willow.
And maybe
We're going to watch a bunch of other really good movies, and one very, very bad movie, but I know you like it.
Uh-oh.
It might have a policeman in it. 48 hours.
I'll crawl my way to that door. So it's at the back underneath the gallows? Or
Yes, it's in the back.
I will crawl my way to that door
Okay.
and see about...
Derek crawls
opening
through
it.
the mud.
Yep. Getting cold and wet and covered in
The
mud.
door swings easily open.
What
Beyond, an earthen tunnel. A cave. The roots of a dead tree hanging from the ceiling.
I give a sniff. Do I smell the fishy smell I was told about?
No. You smell matches? Like someone's just recently lit a match and blown it out?
Suspicious. Casting one last glance out from underneath the gallows around to see if I'm being watched or anything. I'm gonna make a check for that. Ooh, rolled a 3.
It's so dark, it's hard to see.
I'm gonna see if I
It's
like
getting dark. Too dark to see.
if I point my arms forward and narrow my shoulders out, if I could squiffle into that.
You can. You don't even need a check.
I'll do this.
You move inside the tunnel. After about 10 feet, it begins to widen up and you can stand.
Excellent. I'll get to my feet.
The mossy lichen glows a bit and you can see dimly.
I'll put my revolver. I will peer into the gloomy darkness and proceed.